I think I'm getting it all wrong now. So please, I need help. What do guys want from us? What exactly do guys want from us? You give them everything that you have. You meet their friends call you our wife. You cook for them. You give them every style in the world. You hang your leg on top of the ceiling fan. You hold the burglary proof. You do everything in this world. You wash their singlets and boxers for them. Yet they will still break your heart. Guys, answer me. What do you want us ladies to do?
This girl is a practical example of a lady who fell into a bad relationship. But in reality, my ladies, good girls are responsible for every of their predicament. So in this video, I'll be proving that to you. And then I'll also be showing you how to avoid falling victim to a bad relationship. If you are ready, then let's set the ball. Oh, my name is Ansa Alabura. I'm a dating and relationship coach for ladies with the sole aim of raising significant ladies by sharing high value secrets that can enable them build all round success in their lives, careers, and their relationship. Therefore, I welcome you on board. There are three fundamental things that every lady who wants a relationship needs to know about a man. Number one, men are wired to solve problems. Number two, men are usually goal-oriented. They want to chase after something. They want to conquer. They want to win. And that is why a lot of men love sports. Then the third thing is, men love mysteries. They love it when they unravel things. So with this understanding, high value women uses this information to their advantage. And this is what they do. A high value woman gives a man the needed mental challenge to stimulate him. Mind you, men are wired to solve problems, right? So a high value woman becomes the problem for the man to try to solve. Number two, since men are goal oriented, high value women position themselves to become the goal a man goes after. And if you're actually gaining value, please give us a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed to our channel, I think this is the best woman to do so. And then lastly, she remains a mystery for the man to unravel. In other words, you don't know her in just one day. She unveils herself gradually to, which is so intriguing to the man. And this knowledge is what gives a high value woman an edge over the good girls. For she knows that the man has to be deliberately kept interested continuously in the relationship, or else he will walk away. And this makes her become intentional in every of her dealings with him. Unfortunately for the good girls, these are mere games. So you hear them say, I'm just a real woman. As you see me, that's who I am. I don't like playing games with men. This mindset robs her of most of the promising relationships she had in the past. She doesn't know the difference between satisfying a man's want and satisfying his needs. I made a video specifically that goes in depth in the explanation of this. I'll put the link below here and also above here. If you consistently satisfy a man's want, he will take you for granted. But when you satisfy his needs, this guy will be begging for your love consistently. Please go and watch that video. What are those things that these good girls do that robs them of these promising sweet relationships? Number one, she makes the guy the center of her life. In other words, her life revolves around this guy. So everything she does is simply tied to this guy. When you treat a guy like a superstar, he will treat you like a fan.
Hi.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Another thing is that she always wants to please him. And because of that, she hardly says no. because her intention is all about pleasing the guy. So anything the guy wants, she is willing to go to any length to get it for him. Another thing is that she gives and gives and gives until she's depleted. And she is that lady who is obsessed about her partner's approval or disapproval. Oh, if I don't do it, oh, he won't love me like before. Oh, if I do this, he'll be angry. She's all out to get his approval. Another thing about her is that she overcompensates. It's true, every relationship has compromise. But let me say this to you. When you overcompromise, you lose your value. Another thing about her is that she is always giving to the man she barely knows without having him to invest in her and the relationship. Let me dwell here a little bit. You see, like in the game of chess, every other character, the pawn, the bishop, and the rest, all of them are to protect the king. But what the good girls do is this. When they are playing the game of chess, they begin with the king. And the moment the king is killed, it is literally game over. So what am I saying? Your body is the king in this game of chess. Most of these good girls don't mind sleeping with the guy on the first date or second date. Some of them, without even knowing the guy's surname, they'll be on his bed riding him. And then they wonder why their relationship don't last long. No, babe, there is nothing magical about it. Just like I gave you an illustration with the game of chess. Your body should come last. When the guy had invested his time, energy, and resources in you and the relationship, at that time, the guy cannot simply walk away because he has invested enough. But when you give your best at the beginning, the guy can easily walk away. Another thing about her is that she gives blindly just because she wants that attention to be reciprocated. You see, most of the good girls go into a relationship with a vacuum, like, oh, I need a man to complete me. So that vacuum is already a faulty kind of mindset, because that automatically puts the guy on a pedestal. This is the reason why your relationship don't last. Another thing about her is that she is readily available 24/7. Let's say this girl is about to go on a vacation with her family and friends, and this guy who has not been in touch for over 2 weeks just put up call, hey babe, how are you? I seriously want to see you. This lady will cancel out every of her activity just to go and please this guy. Do you know why? Because dating him gives her an identity, fills in that vacuum. So she cannot say no to him and is readily available at all times. And when a guy knows that you are at his beck and call, he can never value you. Another thing about her is that she is desperate and afraid to lose the man. Why? Because she badly needs the relationship. She craves for the relationship. And let me tell you something, ladies. One of the principles that helped me over the years in my relationship is that it's not a do or die thing. See, whatever you cannot lose, you cannot gain. If you think this guy is so important, you can't afford to lose him, get ready, you will lose him. But if you free your mind and let it be, like if he wants to go, he goes. You will discover he won't go. Most of the ladies who have guys climbing the mountain, climbing the wall for them, they are not special. The only thing they do is that they have this mindset that, hey, if you do anyhow, I will leave you for another man. There are 1,001 guys out there that are willing to have me as their woman. But in reality, there are not 1,000 men out there. It's just a mindset. So she expresses it in her words and expresses it in her actions. And this makes the guy chase after her continuously. Then another thing is that they are willing to bend backwards. When a guy knows that you are malleable, He will even want you to bend to your elastic limits. Then lastly, they hardly set boundaries. Why would they set boundaries? The relationship is so important to them more than the guy. They are only in the relationship to please the guy. So there will be no need to set the boundaries at all. In conclusion, overcompensating or being eager to please a man lessens your attractiveness, and it will give a kiss of death to his attraction, and it will put a time limit to the relationship. Any lady who exhibits some of these things I listed has the attribute of a good girl. And if nothing is done about it, she will consistently have failed relationships. In my next video, I'll be talking to you about how to become a high value woman. I think I've come to the end of today's video. If you actually gain value in this video, please go down to the comment section and tell me one value you got from this video. And if you have any question, leave it there and I'll surely answer you. Then from this side, don't forget that I love you and please take care of yourself.